wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong, bro?
It's okay, dude.
I know, I'm good.
You're not.
I'm good, man.
What is up, my lovely, lovely friends? Candace B here. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So glad to see you and thank you for stopping by. If you're already subscribed, thank you for coming back. Welcome back. And thank you for your patience. I know I've been MIA, just been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So yeah, today I am back with an analysis video, pre-market analysis, getting ready for the week ahead. And I'm excited. I'm very excited for what this week has in store. I'm hoping that, there are profits in store, and it's the last week of the month. So, you never know what could happen. So I'm just gonna get right into it, guys. It's super late, but I just really wanted to just look at the charts and prepare, because this is what I like to do on the weekends. And I think that it just helps me, have an edge when I approach the markets, because I already have my plan. So leave a comment down below if you guys also, do a pre-market analysis, if you plan your trades ahead of time, or are you someone that just kind of goes on impulse? I hope that you're someone who plans their trades, because I think, in my opinion, that is the way to go. But yeah, guys, let's look at the charts here. And obviously we have the lovely GBPJPY here, and GJ has been doing a lot. You know what, let's do a top-down analysis, because I feel like I really haven't done one of these videos in a long time. And I feel like every time I do these type of videos, I always say that, like, oh, I haven't done one of these in a long time. Yeah, I need to get my life together. But let's do the monthly here. So as we can see, price is pretty bearish right now. GJ is bearish overall, but it was a lot more bearish. As you can see, price really, when May started, pushed up a little bit and then really dropped heavily. And since then, price has just really been recovering. It filled this gap here, it filled this area, and it's really just not, it really wasn't able to sustain this level. So obviously it started pushing up from there. The bulls started showing up and the bears kind of started leaving. And that's really, what we're seeing with this lower wick here. We still have a pretty large body. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if price closes, bearish, because that's what the sentiment is right now. It's very bearish. So let's go to the weekly and see what's happening here. So obviously we can see that there is nice structure here. Well, in my opinion, that's what I'm seeing. I see higher lows, higher highs being formed. This was essentially May, with price pulling back and then essentially recovering. As you can see, the 50 EMA is being respected very, very nicely. But when we zoom in here, let me zoom in. So this past week, we weren't able to completely fill this top wick gap here. I guess you can call this like an inside bar candle, because price didn't push below the previous low and did not push above the previous high. And so it kind of just, it closed within this previous candlestick. So that's something to keep in mind, because if the bulls didn't have enough strength to kind of create new highs, then, the bears might have a chance. But then again, the bears weren't able to create new lows. So it could just be lack of momentum. There was a lot of consolidation this week, but we'll go down to the daily just to see. But the weekly basically was still showing that higher low, higher high structure. But as we get down to the lower time frames, we're seeing a lot more detail here. We're seeing that price is hovering right on the 50 EMA in this case. And yeah, this is just consolidation. I can see from the daily, like, price isn't really moving much. It's kind of moving sideways. You can kind of draw a box beside it and nothing's really happening. These last couple of days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was this last week. Price was just essentially moving sideways, wasn't really breaking up or anything like that. And we see on Thursday there was a doji, but it was like right in the middle. So that doesn't really indicate much. I personally like to see dojis at the bottom or the top of zones, just because for me that would indicate some sort of reversal, confluence. But in this case, this is not really, although there is more detail than the lower time frames, it's not, than the higher time frames, it's not really showing us much. Like in this case, I don't know what price wants to do just based off of the daily. Overall, the trend is obviously bullish still if we're looking at the long term. But if we're looking more short term, this month, it's obviously bearish. So we got to see if this is just a pullback and price is getting ready to push back up to break these levels, or if it's just really not going to have the strength to do that and it's just going to push down. That's the problem with just trading one pair. It's a bit difficult. I've been kind of dabbling in other instruments like the Dow, just because, yeah, when GJ doesn't give, it really doesn't give. Like, look at this on the 4 hour. Look how just ugly this is. I'm sorry, this is just ugly. And I get it. I know there's a lot of fundamental stuff going on, or lack thereof, but this is just not, this makes me upset to look at, honestly. Honestly, it really does. There was a lot more, I would say before Wednesday, which was the 25th, there was a lot more stuff happening. As you can see, like the 23rd and 24th, there was a lot more volume. And as the week kind of ended, the volume just literally, you can literally see all this huge volume, all these big candles, and then all of a sudden they're just getting smaller and smaller. But yeah, I mean, NFP would be next week, because next Friday would be the first Friday of June. So, you know, it could just be preparing for that. I wouldn't be surprised. But at this point, you know, I can't really make an informed decision if price is literally just in here creating higher upper and lower wicks, not showing anything. It's not showing its hand. So at this point, what I'd have to be waiting for is for price to start breaking these levels. So if I have my zone here, because clearly it is a zone, you know, we're on the 4 hour time frame, and if price has 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, literally a whole day's worth of not being able to break above this area, then, you know, I would want to see price, if I'm looking for buys, I would need to see price break above this area and show some sort of desire for that. But the only thing is that there is a zone pretty close beside it, you know, like there is an area here that we have to also look out for, which is this area where price had pushed up, and each time it's come up here in the recent past, it's really had a problem breaking above it. So we have to just keep that in mind, that that zone is kind of right there the moment price breaks up above it. So yeah, and then of course, if price is looking to break below, which it did obviously attempt to here, this must have been news of some sort for it to create such a huge lower wick. Let's just measure that out. It's not that big, 47 pips, but for it to kind of spike down and come right back up, it goes to show that there's just a lot of indecision. Like, I just really don't like this. Like, I can draw all the zones in the world, but really I just have to wait for price to show its hand. Like, I need a break, I need a retest, and then, you know, there's gaps to be filled down here, so that's a good thing. Same with here, you know, I need a break and a retest. But of course, you know, if you want, there is the chance that you can just fill this gap here, ideally. Let's see how many pips that is, because if I'm taking it from the top here, that's nope, immediately no. That was like not even 20 pips. So to be honest, I wouldn't even be looking for buys until price starts breaking above this area. I would personally not be looking for it myself. I don't know about you guys, but this is obviously all my opinion. Oh, and by the way, if you're looking for a broker, I use Hanko Trade.
Hanko Trade is a true ECN broker that offers very low spreads and leverage up to 500 times your account size. What I really like about them is that they literally have such a huge range of trading instruments. Now, y'all know I love to trade GBPJPY, but whether you want to trade currencies, metals, indices, crypto, they have it all. They also offer you the ability to use either MT4 or MT5, and when it comes to deposits and withdrawals, their process is super simple and efficient. So head to hankotrade.com to find out more, and thank you Hanko Trade for sponsoring this video.
But yeah, let's just, you know, go down to the lower time frames. Let's go down to the H1. When things are not looking good on the higher time frames, the lower time frames just don't really help me too much. Yeah, this is just not cute. Like, I don't want to mark up my charts and it be all crazy, like, because it really, that doesn't help the cause, to be honest with you. But yeah, there's just a lot of indecision in this area. So once price starts breaking out of this range, this sideways range, then we can kind of then we can kind of talk. But I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, if price ends up making its way up here and rejecting it cleanly. Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to taking a short position in that case. I like how price reacted to this level more than once. When it got here, you know, it pushed down a lot, almost 180 pips here, and then here, oops, and then on this side it also, you know, very similar, 100, 180, 190, and those are standard pips. So, you know, that's a huge push down. So I wouldn't be surprised if price wasn't able to break above this area, but instead kind of rally to it and then push down. So I'll be looking for shorts in this area. If I see confluence that price is not able to break above, I will be looking for that. But if it ends up breaking above, then I will be, you know, looking for long positions depending. Because again, there are all these zones kind of coming up. Like there's this level here that you got to be careful of. And really for me, I just kind of map out how many pips it is. Like, is it worth the risk? This is not really worth a trade if it's only a 20 pip move from this zone to this zone, right? So for me, I think shorts, now that I'm kind of talking it out, I think shorting is probably the ideal situation for me. But we'll see again. But, you know, the pound has been pretty weak lately. It's not been able to kind of push up the way it wants to. Although obviously overall long term it is still bullish. It's still stronger than the yen, but right now it's not really showing that. It's not showing that for the short term that it's bullish. But yeah, so I think that there's a higher chance for price to come up to here and then drop down. But obviously we got to keep our options open. If it does end up, you know, not breaking above this level and it starts kind of pushing down, then I would probably wait until we break this level, because price, just the way price can easily come up to here and drop, it can also come down here around this zone and push up, or even kind of come deeper into here, into this zone, and then push up. And I know my drawings, but essentially it could do the same thing where it comes up here and pushes down, or it can, you know, come down to these levels here or these levels here and start pushing up. So it's really a matter of just like, honestly, this is more of a scalping, I feel like, environment. I don't see how any long-term sentiments can be formed in this case with this pair right now as it is. Any long-term plan, to be honest, to like hold on to a trade. So I think scalping for me obviously is preferred. But yeah, guys, there's really not much going on with GJ, unfortunately. But as you can see, I hope you guys caught some beautiful moves this past week, especially these short positions. Man, these were beautiful, beautiful positions. Hard to kind of tell when price was ready to push up, but could have used this, obviously this level here. We could use that to see where price is pushing up. But yeah, there was a lot of good opportunities to short the market. But yeah, guys, we'll see what happens. Honestly, like this is going to be a go with the flow type of week. You know, this could be a week where, because price isn't really showing much, you might want to reduce your risk just to play it safe, and kind of go from there. But yeah, we'll see. I think the next time I do one of these videos, I'll obviously be like reviewing my trades more and then doing another market analysis like I was doing a couple months ago. So yeah, I'm definitely going to see if we can catch some good moves, hopefully, fingers crossed. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this kind of pre-market analysis, let me know, smash that like button, and also comment down below what are you looking for in terms of setups. Are you looking at GJ right now? Because I totally understand if you're not, because GJ is really not looking pretty right now. But hopefully it starts to look pretty, you know, after Sunday, Monday. But yeah, let me know what pairs or what instruments that you are looking at. Let's just, honestly guys, let's just go to the Dow, because I want to show you guys how pretty it's been, okay? Look how pretty the Dow is. Look how crazy that push is. Look how beautiful. Like, it's just beautiful. Like, oh, I love the Dow, honestly. Okay, let's get back to GJ. But yeah, guys, also do not forget to subscribe so you know when I post another video. And in the meantime, feel free to check out any of my other videos on this channel and my other channel, Candace B TV, where I vlog. That being said, y'all, I wish you guys a successful, prosperous week in the markets. You know, go in with positivity and with confidence, not too much confidence, not overconfidence, not greed, but just confidence in your plan and your risk management strategy, and believe that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. So I wish you guys success this week, and you know, we're dealing with a lot of crazy times in this world, so don't forget to hug your loved ones, don't forget to enjoy life, you know, be positive, be happy about life, be grateful, and I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day, week, and life. Bye!